Hi, I'm Mars from Wholegrain Cycles, and welcome to the instruction video for Cliff the bag hanger. We created Cliff to help anyone with a top-loading handlebar bag or handlebar cradle system have a more comfortable experience while riding, especially on a drop bar bike. In this video, I'll walk you through the process of attaching Cliff to your handlebars, as well as attaching a handlebar bag or cradle system to Cliff. There are a few key things to note before you use Cliff. We recommend that Cliff only be used with a bag that has all of the following features. 1. A rigid structure through the rear and the bottom of the bag that helps to keep its shape. 2. A rigid horizontal bar situated at the back of the bag where the handlebar straps are fitted. This could be wood, composite or metal. 3. Vertical webbing loops on the rear face of the bag. For an evolving list of recommended handlebar bags, please visit wholegraincycles.com. You'll also need to move or remove any accessories that are mounted immediately next to your stem's faceplate. Step 1. Selecting the correct spacers for your handlebars. Start by taking the larger 31.8mm spacer and snapping it onto your handlebars next to the stem. If it snaps on and it doesn't wobble too much, then this is the correct size spacer for your handlebars. Make sure the tail of the spacer is oriented on the rear side of the handlebar, and then snap the matching spacer onto the other side. If your handlebars are thinner and/or tapered from the stem, you will need to use the 25.4mm spacer alone or combined with one of the included inserts. For full details on spacer and insert selection, please refer to the printed instruction manual. Next, take Cliff and insert it into the spacers and push down hard until both sides are fully seated. Step 2. Installing the load strap to Cliff. The load strap stops Cliff from dipping down under load. Thread the load strap through this closed hook. Pull the end with the Wholegrain label through the loop and pull it tight. Rotate Cliff so the face is pointing 5 to 10 degrees forward from vertical. Pass the load strap under the stem and locate the nearest black reinforced stitch to the metal open hook. Rotate Cliff to easily thread the load strap onto this hook at the position you identified. If you have any load strap excess, use the small keeper clip to tidy it. Rotate Cliff all the way down to its final resting position. Then apply some pressure to fully seat the load strap. Check again that the face of Cliff is still around 5 to 10 degrees forward from vertical. If it is not, you will need to repeat the previous step and change the position that the load strap is hooked onto. Step 3. Installing the retention strap. The retention strap stops Cliff from bouncing up while riding over rough ground. Remove the 2 rubber strap keepers. Take the strap end and thread it through the right hand anchor point towards the front. Pull it all the way through until the metal O-ring is positioned here. Thread the strap end through the O-ring and pull it all the way through. This will lock the retention strap in position. Next, thread the strap end through the left-hand anchor point towards the rear and pull it all the way through. You can now re-thread the rubber strap keepers. Pass the retention strap around the back of the steerer tube, below the stem, and thread the buckle from the inside to out. Now push back on the front of Cliff hard and at the same time pull the retention strap tight. The tighter you pull the retention strap, the more secure Cliff will be on your handlebars. You can now thread the excess strap into the rubber keepers to keep it neatly stowed. Step 4. Mounting a handlebar bag to Cliff. Cliff has been designed to work with most top-loading handlebar bags that strap directly to your handlebars using 2 main straps. Grab the yellow retention cord supplied with Cliff. You will need to activate the toggle the first time you use it by squeezing it firmly. Thread the retention cord through one of the vertical molly loops on the back of your bag. Next, use the straps that came with your handlebar bag to mount it tightly to the wings of Cliff, just as you would with your handlebars. Pass the retention cord through these anchor points on the bottom of Cliff and thread the toggle through the looped end. Pull it tight and slide the toggle up towards the loop to secure the bag to Cliff. Here you can see a number of different top-loading handlebar bags mounted to Cliff. The same can be done with handlebar cradle systems such as our very own CARRIE cradle. To specifically mount CARRIE, take the cradle with all straps installed and position it in front of Cliff. Pull the stiff straps up and over the 2 horizontal bars on Cliff's wing. Then thread them through this yellow handle webbing and the following flat yellow webbing. Ensure the stiff strap is flat and untwisted the entire way around before threading it through the buckle. Repeat this on the other side. When mounting CARRIE to Cliff, use the shorter retention cord that comes with Cliff to fix the bottom of the cradle to Cliff. Slide the dry bag into position and secure it tight with the stiff straps. For full instructions on how to set up CARRIE before mounting it to Cliff, click the link in the description below for CARRIE's instruction video. Cliff helps to keep your bag up and away from your tyre. When your bag is fully loaded and secured to Cliff, make sure you have at least 5 centimeters of space between the bottom of the bag and the top of the tyre. Any less than this and there may be a risk of your bag touching your front tyre over bumpy ground. And that concludes the installation of Cliff the bag hanger. Before riding with Cliff, double check that the retention strap is tight, your bag is securely strapped to Cliff, and that all loose strap ends are stowed. We're really looking forward to seeing how and where you use Cliff, so please do share your adventures on the socials. Thank you for watching and have a great ride.